When life feels out of control, how do you find the strength to trust God? In times of uncertainty, we all grapple with this question. But the Bible offers us some powerful reminders that can help us through these tough moments. In today's video, we are going to look at 3 reminders from the Bible that will help you put your trust in God no matter what. Let's dive in. Number 1, God sees what you can't. Can you relate to this? You're facing a challenge that seems too big, a problem that seems too complex, or maybe you're worried about something that feels beyond your control. It's easy to get overwhelmed and feel like you're on your own, like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. But take a step back and remember this. God sees what you can't. He sees the big picture, the details you might have missed, and the potential solutions you haven't thought of. Trust that His perspective is broader than yours. He knows the full story, not just the chapter you're living through right now. Remember the story of Joseph in the Bible, sold into slavery by his own brothers, thrown into prison for a crime he didn't commit. He faced hardship after hardship, but he never lost sight of his faith in God. And in the end, when things seemed most difficult, that's when God's favor turned the tables. Joseph went from prisoner to palace, from despair to deliverance, all because he trusted in God's bigger plan, even when he couldn't see it himself. Just like Joseph, we might not always understand why certain things happen or why we have to go through tough times. But if we keep our eyes fixed on God, we can trust that He's working behind the scenes to make sense of it all. So when life throws you curveballs and you feel like you're in too deep, take a deep breath, step back, and remind yourself, God sees what I can't. Trust in His bigger plan, even when you can't see the full picture yet. Number 2, He is never surprised by your situation. When you're going through a hard time, it's easy to feel alone, to think that your problems are unique, that no one has ever faced anything like this before. But the truth is, no matter what you're going through, God isn't surprised. He already knows your struggles, your worries, and your fears. Take a moment to think about the Psalms, specifically Psalm 34. This psalm is an incredible example of someone pouring their heart out to God in the midst of trouble. The psalmist, King David, was a man who knew what it meant to face challenges. He was hunted by his own son, Absalom, betrayed by his close friend, Ahithophel, and constantly had enemies trying to take the throne. In the 4th verse, he cries out, I sought the Lord, and He heard me and delivered me from all my fears. David understood that while he might feel surrounded by his problems, God was bigger than any of them. And that's the truth for each one of us. No matter how big our problems seem, God is bigger. Nothing takes Him by surprise. So when you're facing a difficult situation, don't feel like you're burdening God with your problems. He's already aware of them. Instead, approach Him with the confidence that He is more than able to handle your situation and that He has the perfect solution if you just trust in Him. Number 3, faith is trusting even when you don't understand. Do you ever feel like you're losing faith? Maybe you're going through a tough time and it seems like God is silent, that He's not listening to your prayers. Or perhaps you can't see the results you've been praying for, and it's testing your belief in Him. Hang on to this truth. Faith is trusting even when you don't understand. The Bible tells us in Hebrews 11:1 that faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. It is all about trusting in God's promises even when you can't see the evidence around you. Think of Abraham, the man considered to be the father of faith. He was called by God to leave his home, his family, and his familiar surroundings, and to journey to a land that God would show him. But Abraham didn't know where he was going. He didn't have a map or a guide, just God's promise. Yet he trusted God's word and believed in the unseen. And in doing so, he became the father of a nation, the founder of a great lineage, all because he didn't let a lack of understanding shake his faith. Similarly, we might not always understand God's plans, but if we have faith, we can trust that He wouldn't lead us astray. We can believe in the unseen, knowing that what He promises, He will deliver. So whenever you're feeling doubtful or uncertain, remember Abraham and the power of his faith. Don't let a lack of understanding cause you to lose faith. Hold on to God's promises and trust in His perfect timing. Friends, these are just a few of the many reminders the Bible gives us to help us in times of uncertainty. God sees what we can't. He's never surprised by our situation, and faith means trusting even when we don't understand. If you're going through a hard time right now, know that you're not alone. God is with you. His word is for you, and His promises are true. Trust in Him and lean on His unchanging nature. As the lyrics of a popular Christian song goes, "You are good, O Lord, and your ways are pleasing. Teach me your decrees, O Lord, and lead me in the paths of your righteousness." Psalm 119:66. We hope this video has brought you some comfort and clarity. And if you'd like to watch more videos like this one, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, may God bless you and keep you in His loving arms. You know, one of the greatest acts of faith is to trust God when you're going through tough times.